September has been a pivotal month for biotech investors, with FDA delivering key decisions that shaped both winners and setbacks. From Apitegromab's rejection in SMA to new NDA acceptance and review delays, these moves set the tone for the sector heading into October. Hey all, welcome to ShareTrek, where science meets investments, and I'm your host, Raj. Friends, September has already delivered some critical FDA decisions under the Prescription Drug Users Fee Act, or PDUFA. The first major ruling came on September 22nd when the FDA reviewed Apitegromab for spinal muscular atrophy, or SMA. Unfortunately, this program received a complete response letter, essentially a rejection that means the FDA wants more data before moving forward. Just a few days later, on September 25, Crinetics Pharmaceuticals saw progress when their therapy, Paltusotine for Acromegaly, was accepted for NDA review. That's a meaningful step on the path to potential approval. Another important milestone came from Fortress Biotech, whose CUTX-101, also known as copper histidinate for Menkes disease, had its NDA accepted and a PDUFA date set for September 30. The only notable delay so far has been with Tolebrutinib, a novel multisclerosis drug. Its FDA review was extended beyond the original September 28th deadline, which signals that the agency is exercising extra caution with this complex therapy. Friends, if you are finding this breakdown helpful, please press that like button. It helps other biotech investors like yourself discover this channel. Looking at the rest of September, there aren't any additional high-profile PDUFA decisions beyond Fortress Biotech's readout on September 30th. The key for investors will be tracking the fallout from Apitegromab's complete response letter, as well as the implications of the Tolebrutinib delay for MS drug developers. October is shaping up to be even more eventful, with several market-moving decisions on the calendar. Epioxa by Glaukos Corporation for keratoconus is due on October 20th. Belantamab mafodotin for multiple myeloma from GSK is due on October 23rd. Revuforj for MNPM1 acute myeloid leukemia from Syndax Pharmaceuticals is on October 25. Elinzanetant, a Bayer candidate for vasomotor symptoms of menopause, is due on October 26th. And finally, obinutuzumab, an anti-lupus therapy, has a PDUFA date on October 31st. These upcoming FDA calls could trigger big moves in their respective stocks, given the high unmet medical needs involved. Now, let's spend a little bit of time on understanding the FDA approval versus commercialization. Now, one quick but important clarification for investors. FDA approval is not the same as commercialization. Approval simply means the FDA is satisfied with the safety and efficacy data, but companies still have to execute on manufacturing, distribution, and marketing before revenue can actually start flowing in. In other words, approvals clear the regulatory hurdle, but commercialization is where the financial test really begins. So getting an NDA is the first step. Additional consideration for investors is that the FDA has been putting more emphasis on post-approval data, as reflected in new draft guidance around clinical trial designs. This means ongoing safety monitoring and labeling changes could affect how a drug performs commercially. Another trend to keep in mind is that rare disease and orphan drug designations continue to dominate FDA review priorities. That lines up with where many biotech investors are focusing today. High-impact, high-value niches where competition is lower and pricing power is stronger. Well, friends, thanks for watching this video. If you have not yet subscribed, can you please subscribe and help us grow this channel? What do you think about the FDA's focus on rare diseases? Does it make these smaller companies more attractive to you as an investor? Please share your thoughts in the comment section. I'd love to hear from you. Well, that brings me to an end of this video. Bye for now.